welcome back to my channel. Reports are out that Meghan seems to be extremely pissed off that Kate has been pretty much outshining her. She has public likability, and not only does she have public likability, but she was looking absolutely stunning at the Bond movie premiere, which we all saw. I couldn't help but immediately post onto YouTube because I was so shocked at her transformation. And Kate has gone through quite a metamorphosis since Meghan Markle has been on the scene, as Dan Wooten has commented in this article. So reports are that Meghan Markle is upset because, of course, we know she looked frumpy. She spent a hell of a lot of money on her clothing choices during her New York tour, but it didn't really come together and it wasn't really that flattering. The outfits was definitely out of context, especially when she had on her red cashmere coat. She just pretty much looked as though she was wearing too many layers and everything was just too loose fitting. Kate, on the other hand, was cinched in at the waist. Everything was gliding over her curves in the perfect way, and she has had a round of applause. And like I said, Kate Middleton showed up looking like the Oscar that Meghan Markle never got. A lot of people are crediting Meghan Markle having joined the firm and all of her negativity for the reason as to why Kate decided to up her game in the style stakes to the point whereby she is now looking a lot better than her own inspiration, Meghan Markle. Let me get into this article. It was published a few days ago. It has just been edited and I'm going to get into it. With all the regal glamour of a modern day Grace Kelly, a sequined and resplendent Duchess of Cambridge swept down the red carpet at the world premiere of No Time to Die in jaw-dropping fashion. What the hell happened to the lovely but just a little frumpy Kate? Even James Bond himself, Daniel Radcliffe, struggled to maintain his composure, uttering with his understated British sensibility, "You look jolly, lovely, vavoom." Gone was the conservative Sloane Ranger in dull outfits designed to keep her off the front pages and ensure she would never overshadow the Hollywood stars or other royals at whatever event she was attending. Welcome to the world of the confident Catherine, an altogether new public figure created by 4 years of toil, trauma, and yes, tiara tantrums. Friends and advisors of Kate believe the thoughtfully planned appearance at the highly anticipated new Bond movie is the culmination of a project designed to quietly elevate the princess from cautious wife to potential saviour of the monarchy. I agree with Kate's allies, who have no doubt she will soon be regarded as one of the most iconic women in the world, mature, graceful, and every bit a future queen, while still being daring and stylish when the occasion requires. But there's an intriguing reality behind this transformation that no one will acknowledge publicly. None of it would have been possible without a certain Meghan. Kate, royal insiders insist, would never have had the confidence to make such a high-stakes appearance before Meghan Markle. Her advisors had been trying unsuccessfully for some time to encourage the nervous Duchess to feel emboldened with her appearances and public work, but she preferred her husband to take the lead. Her role, she was convinced, was to remain a royal, loyal wife and doting mother behind the scenes, with a no fuss, no drama mantra front and centre. Funny how a vicious and bitter rivalry with a sister-in-law trying to ruin it all can change everything. Those close to Kate admit that when she saw the lengths Meghan was going to in order to destabilise and unsettle the monarchy, that she had willingly agreed to devote her life A previously hidden determined streak emerged from Kate. She knew she was going to have to up her game, and she did. Now she's a royal rock star. Everything Meghan should have been. A senior royal insider tells me. And contrary to expectations from courtiers, Kate has taken on the mission with vigour and enjoyment, realising the impact she can make for important charity causes close to her heart. There's no doubt the Cambridge's tight-knit team, like many of us, are beginning to enjoy the discomfort growing at the Sussex headquarters in Montecito over the world adoration Kate has been receiving. Every major US fashion magazine, including Meghan's favourite like Vogue, Harper's Bazaar and Vanity Fair, are battling to get Kate for a cover shoot, although she is so far refusing all of the offers. As far as Meghan was concerned, that's not how this story was meant to play out. In a delicious twist, Kate's Bond showstopper and impactful visit to Northern Ireland in a purple pantsuit. And let me just stop there. Yeah, I love the power pantsuit, and I think I said this at the beginning of the pandemic last year. I like seeing Kate in a strong pantsuit. She wore something to a public engagement. I think it was to a Croydon event for the ambulance service, and she wore a pantsuit from a Marks and Spencer's collection, and she looked amazing. That is a British retailer. It's a high street brand, very affordable, and she rocked it. And I think I said in the video, I would love to see Kate in more of these pantsuits because they really suit her. She's tall, she's model-esque, she has the measurements of a model, she has the height of a model, and those type of straight lines really are flattering to her physique. And she pulled it off again. The purple pantsuit was definitely a power move and a power statement that she's really royal. I mean, purple, of course, is the colour of royalty. She's royal, she means business, she's here. It is unfortunate that Kate is not pregnant. She's not having another baby. I was looking forward to that. I think a lot of us was when she went into hiding for over 6 weeks. But what more can you really say? So it continues on here. The following day could not have been in greater contrast to Harry and Meghan's disastrous New York visit. Their so-called adventure to the Big Apple has been widely dismissed as a monumental flop, part Kardashian, part minor royal, with a superiority complex on a low-grade tour. Meghan's fashion was widely criticised as crass as she donned an eye-wateringly expensive caftan-like designer suit to read her own critically panned picture book at one of New York's most underprivileged schools, and a succession of ludicrously weather-inappropriate outfits. Their uneducated vaccine preaching was overshadowed by a decision to down drinks with socialite friends at a posh New York hotel, then fly home on a carbon-guzzling private jet. Classy. And of course, that's not classy at all. That's just pure tackiness. Royal courtiers have sat back smugly as the Sussex's PR disaster unfolded in the same week that Kate emerged as an unstoppable superstar, and she certainly did look like the star of the show. Another well-connected royal source says of the situation, it's fair to say the whole institution has been rooting for the Duchess of Cambridge. There was a clear moment where an active decision was made to change her look, be more confident in her style, her approach, her projects, the events she would say yes to. This was nothing about changing stylists or staff either. It was about Kate acknowledging the Duchess of Sussex had changed the game and it was necessary for her to now compete. That had already been going on between the Prince of Wales and his two sons for some time, but Catherine had never felt the need to get involved. She is the ultimate team player, and she was playing by the rules. Kate was literally walking around in old recycled outfits for the longest time, even during the time when Meghan Markle was doing all of her rubbish, pulling all of her PR stunts. Kate was showing up in that old green coat. She was showing up in that old, I think she has a purple Alexander McQueen coat. No, in fact, it's red, that she has worn about 10 times during the time that Meghan Markle had joined the firm. She was wearing frumpy old clothes, and she was happy, she was content, because that's where she's most comfortable. It doesn't have to be front, center, stage all of the time. But I think as she slowly got the memo, as Meghan and Harry got worse, and then she publicly attacked her on the CBS interview with Oprah Winfrey, I think that's when the gloves came off and Kate thought, right, I have to do something about this. If not for me, for my children, for my children's future, for the monarchy, for my country. I still feel as though this is coming from a very selfless place. She's doing this to represent, she's doing this to support her husband, she's doing this for the institution to keep it standing because they are under siege, they are under attack by the Sussexes. So it continues on here, but she soon became aware of how Meghan was trying to use the monarchy for her own personal gain, and it helped Catherine understand the importance of the role she could play. I find the psychological power play both fascinating and completely understandable. Kate finally had a reason to put up a fight, especially as her personal relationship with Meghan deteriorated after she had to scold the American for the way she was speaking to her royal loyal staff at Kensington Palace, where they were both residing. And it helps to explain the importance of Tiaragate Part 2, the story I first revealed in 2019 about the Queen banning an unhappy Meghan from wearing jewellery from the royal collection made famous by Princess Diana with the full backing of William. Kate knows the ability to wear items like her favourite Queen Mary Cambridge Lover's Knot tiara or the 1947 diamond necklace gifted to the Queen from the Nizam of Hyderabad as a wedding gift helps to set her apart. Don't, however, expect to see Kate in a succession of stunning gowns at glamorous events in the months ahead. Unlike Meghan, she's well aware that the impact of such appearances comes from keeping them few and far between, but I have no doubt what we see on the Bond red carpet this week was a transformed Duchess prepared for decades of battle. With the turmoil of Megxit, death of Prince Philip, horror of the Prince A's allegations, the Queen will be thanking the Lord her grandson chose, the Princess of Class, Kate Middleton. That's the end of the article, guys. I'll be back with another one. Bye.